Trevor was a beer, he'd be an IPA.
He'd be a Pilsner. Light, easy drinking beer.
For sure would be a Helles.
I'm gonna go MGD.
He'd be something German.
He would be a double IPA.
He would be Slap and Tumble.
I wanted to be a big beer manufacturer. Like, I wanted to be on the level of Firestone. I wanted to be competing with Sierra Nevada, with the Russian rivers. I wanted to have a big brewery. That's what my life's goal. So I've been around beer my entire life. Every weekend, my dad and my uncle and my family, we'd all make beer. In high school, I made beer, and I went to San Diego State University. I thought everyone made beer. I would start off as house parties, making beer, turned into block parties, and I figured I kind of had something. So first place I started brewing beer commercially was at Ballast Point. I went to Ballast Point and I was like, you know what, I need a job. I begged for a job. So they offered me a job at the Homebrew Mart. I had access to every single ingredient. I had the advice from the Ballast Point guys like Colby Chandler. What a great springboard to start my brewing career. And I didn't even know it at the time. When I was working at Ballast Point Homebrew Mart selling homebrew supplies, I knew I wanted to be a production brewer, so I went down to Mission Brewery and I wanted to clean tanks, I wanted to grain in, I wanted to mash in, I wanted to do all that stuff. This guy, John Egan, was there and he took a shot on me and he said, cool man, yeah, come in here and do all the work you possibly can, work your ass off, and this is how you become a brewer. After working at Ballast Point, I got a job at the brewery. What an amazing experience to learn Belgian beer, to learn barrel-aged beer, to learn sour beer. As a brewer, if you're gonna learn how to make different styles, that's the place to learn. After I worked at the brewery for about 2 years, I've always been a Pizza Port fan. I'd go in there and I'd drink IPAs and I'd get to know everyone at Pizza Port. Finally, one day, they're like, hey man, we're opening a new production facility in Bressi Ranch. I was at Bressi Ranch for a year. They offered me the job at Pizza Port San Clemente, which is my hometown. It was serendipitous, it was amazing. I had a good friend from San Diego State. He used to come in and drink. It just started off as hey man, I really love what you're doing. We're thinking about starting a brewery. And I kind of blew him off for the longest time. Finally, it kind of started to get more serious and he started bringing more people around. And I was like, man, this is a real thing. You guys are doing something big. So here we are. We want to be in Anaheim. We want to be in a high traffic area in the middle of Orange County. We're all from different paths here. We have construction guys, we got real estate guys. I think I was one of the only guys that was from the brewing industry. I have leadership of both the brewing team and the company. Our brewing team is 20 people. Our company is 200 people. I like to keep it real. And I think that's what beer's all about. We have to be humble, we have to stay within our lane. We have an amazing opportunity in Southern California and in life in general, just to be able to create beer.
Working with Trevor he's brought something out of me that I didn't know I had. I'd get to the point where I didn't think I could move anymore, and that guy, he just keeps going. He actually inspires that out of the entire team to this day.
With my brewing team specifically, there's really no room for error here.
Something about Trevor that you may not know is don't fuck up, don't fuck it up.
We have all walks of life and they all meet right here at Brewery X. People having fun, having a good time, getting to meet each other, getting to taste good beer. What else could you wish for in a brewery? It's just about bringing people together. That's what the X represents, is people from different backgrounds and different paths kind of crossing and coming together over beer.
A double IPA with 88 IBUs called Slap and Tumble from Brewery X in Anaheim, California.
I've been entering Alpha King ever since the Pizza Port days. I was fortunate enough as a head brewer at the pubs to be able to enter Alpha King every year. When we first started this place, I was like, hey, there's a few competitions we do. The most important to me is Alpha King. Regardless of the World Beer Cup medals, the GABF medals, Alpha King is what we all aim for. We want to keep it real, we want to have fun, we want to go responsibly, we want to make as much beer as we can, we want to have a goddamn good time doing it.